In the interim, we invite you to go up on stage and listen to King Lear before you see King Lear.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Eric Dillner and I'm the Executive Director of the Shoreline Arts Alliance. Thanks so much for being here tonight on this beautiful night. And thank you very much for the past 13 years. During the Pass the Hat at intermission, you all have been so incredibly generous. That's why we're here 13 years later. You and all of our community partners, our incredible group of volunteers, this is why it happens. I'd like you to thank yourselves because we couldn't be here without everybody in the space. So thank you so much. Shoreline Arts Alliance's mission is to educate, encourage, enrich, and engage. And Shakespeare on the Shoreline is just one of those many, many ways that we do just that. From Shakespearean actors, to photographers, sculptors, singers, dancers, and to creative writers, Shoreline Arts Alliance is all about celebrating the gift of the artist. And boy, do we have wonderful artists tonight. I can't wait for you to see the show. We have a wonderful program that I hope that you all know about. It's our Quotable and Notable and Arts Week at a Glance. These are e-blasts that come out every week. And I hope that you are on our mailing list so that you're getting those. It tells you about all up and down the shoreline, 24 towns that we serve, all of the fine arts that are going around the community. If you're not on that list, make sure you stop by the blue tent there that says Shoreline Arts Alliance and sign up for that so you can get all those wonderful ideas of what you can do as a family and run out to sea. Tonight we have an incredible group called Shakespearean Productions from Waterbury, Connecticut. We're so excited they're back here for the third year to bring you this wonderful production of King Lear. They've done a really exciting thing this year. We had a 2-week camp over in that big circus tent over there for artists 7 to 17. They were here working on self-esteem, self-worth, presenting themselves in front of people. It was amazing. And you know what they ended up doing? They ended up putting people in the show tonight. So you'll see 3 actors on stage who were in the show. You'll also see backstage. Some of the actors are learning about backstage. You'll also see in these neon shirts, some are blue, most of them are blue from this year. They were in this camp, but is anybody from the camp here? Can you stand up and wave to us? Oh, there's 3 right down front. There's one way back there. Where else? So we had a wonderful, wonderful week. So thank you guys. To help with the experience tonight, we have several assisted devices. So if you need anything to help you with hearing, we have some headsets that we'd love to loan you, thanks to Sennheiser Electronic Corporation. We have Braille programs and large programs, if you need those. We also had the pleasure last night of having a sign interpreter here. At the end of the night, I'd like you to know that this pathway will be lit extra. So if you want any help seeing, this is the way to get off the green, right down this left path. Again, so that we make sure that everybody who wants to be here can be here. I want to now move to one of the most important things, again, is all the wonderful folks who helped this happen here tonight. As you see right over here, we have Sennheiser Electronic Corporation, who I said is our major sponsor. They're the folks who do like The Voice and America's Got Talent. They provide microphones like what I have in my hand for all of those great places. So we thank them greatly. And I also want to bring now to the stage, if I could, Jeffrey Partridge from Connecticut Humanities. Come on up, Jeffrey. Connecticut Humanities, thank you. Yes, let's thank him very much. They've helped us so much this year to take this whole program to the next level. Here's Jeffrey.
Thank you, Eric. I bring you greetings from Connecticut Humanities. If you're not familiar with us, we are your State Humanities Council. We support programming throughout the state that has to do with the humanities, and what better thing to support than a performance by Shakespeare. And we're really happy to be a sponsor, and we hope that you'll have a great evening. It looks like we have a wonderful night, so enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey, so much. We've had these wonderful talks that are called Blinding Truth. We had one over at the library here, up and down the shoreline, and they've sponsored all those. And we'll also have talks before the show on Saturday night. So if you want to come back and just experience the talk or see the show again, please join us. Guilford Savings Bank, we can't even begin to tell them enough how much we appreciate them. They were our first donor 13 years ago, and today they still remain our top donor. So we thank Guilford Savings Bank, which is right here over on the corner. So thank you. Shore Publishing Newspapers, The Source and the Courier, continue to help get the word out. I'll bet many of you learned about tonight through them. We have right here in the audience tonight the wonderful folks of National Roofing, Mary and Jeff Beeman. See their sign right over there in that tent? They provided that wonderful tent for the camp. So I saw them in the audience. I know they're here somewhere. There they are, back there, right next to the walk. So thank you guys so much. Mary and Jeff Beeman with National Roofing. This year we also have Guilford Interact Club, who joined in to help provide scholarships for these campers. So I really want to make sure you know that these high school kids in Guilford came together, raised the money, and helped us provide some who couldn't afford to come scholarships. So thank you, Guilford Interact Club. That's right. There's a wonderful group that you may not know about, but I want you to know about. Their name is the group is called Total Interiors, and they have provided for us this wonderful scaffolding so that we can see the stage and so that we can hear you in a much better way than we ever have. So thank you, Total Interiors. Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development, New Alliance Foundation, Carol Surratt Foundation is actually the one that's helping us with the lighting here along here and many of the assisted devices. There's so many people to thank. There's no way I can do it all. So I hope you'll look in the program at all the folks who have bought program ads, etc. Please patronize their business. Christ Episcopal Church is our green room. That's where the artists get ready, and we can't thank them enough. The town of Guilford provides this wonderful green. Could we do this without this fantastic town? No. And I want to just remind you that this is an alcohol-free event, so please make sure that you're abiding by that. And thank you for keeping it clean. Leave it the way you found it. We have trash receptacles around the perimeter, or you can take the garbage with you, whichever. But thank you, the town of Guilford, for providing this great space. So just a few more things I want to mention. The Boy Scouts are here tonight. They've helped us for many 13 years. Guilford High School students are here. Many of our set builders came from Alcoa. We have the great bug spray and flashlight team. These guys are important. They're right under the blue tent. If you need to borrow a little bug spray or borrow a flashlight to make your way to the big, beautiful restrooms down there, you can. There's a lighted path. We also have flashlights, so feel free. Last but not least, make sure you look inside your program for your raffle ticket. This will give you the opportunity to get 2 tickets to Long Wharf Theater later. It also gives us an opportunity at the end of the week to find out who is here and from what community. So please fill those out and let us know. And that's also a great place. You can turn it over in the back and say, hey, Eric, this is what I like. Do more of that, or something like that, okay? So please use that in any way you'd like. I'd like to also recognize in the program Annie Edgerton, who's playing Goneril, courtesy of Actors Equity Association. I want to make sure you don't miss that in the program. We also have many interns who are working tonight, and one of our internship programs is actually the Rita's Ice Stand. They have water and Rita's Ice, and this is one of our ways that we help folks in the community try out a new project, and this is an internship project. So again, thank you very much for being here tonight. You ready to see King Lear? Great. So without any further ado, Shakespearean's Productions singing, performing, and doing some wonderful things with King Lear. I look forward to talking to you at intermission. See you soon.
Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl toward death. Our son of Cornwall, and you, our no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughter's several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. The princes, France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in our court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. Tell me, my daughters, which of you shall we say doth love us most? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, as much as child e'er loved, or father found.
What shall Cordelia speak, love, and be silent?
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall?
I am made of that self-metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short. That I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, and find I am alone felicitate in your dear highness' love.
And poor Cordelia, and yet not so, since I am sure my love's more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third. of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. But now, our joy. What can you say to win a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond. No more, no less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
Oh, good, my lord. You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Haply when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my good lord.
So young, and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
It be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. Here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity, and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee from this forever. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. So be my grave, my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Call France. Who stirs? Call Burgundy, Cornwall, and Albany. With my 2 daughters' dowers digest the third ourself by monthly course, with reservation of 100 nights. By you to be sustained shall our abode make with you by due turns. Only we still retain the name and all the additions to a king, the sway, revenue, execution of the rest, beloved sons, be yours, which to confirm this coronet part between you.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, thinkest thou that duty shall have dread to speak when power to flattery bows? Reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration just check this hideous rashness. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sounds reverb no hollowness.
Kent, on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as pawn to wage against thine enemies, near fear to lose it, thy safety being motive.
Out of my sight.
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true blank of thine eye.
Now, by Apollo, 5 days we do allot thee for provision, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, the moment is thy death. Away, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Thus, Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this king hath rivaled for our daughter. What in the least will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty. I crave no more than hath your highness offered. Nor will you tender less?
Right, noble Burgundy. When she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but now her price is fallen. Sir, there she stands, if aught, within that little seeming substance, and nothing more may fitly like your grace. She's there, and she is yours.
I know no answer. I am sorry then you have so lost a father, that you must lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy, since that respect and fortunes are his love. I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, that art most rich being poor, thee and thy virtues here I seize upon.
Thou hast her, France. Let her be thine. For we have no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father. With washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are. And like a sister am most loath to call your faults as they are named. Love well our father, to your professed bosoms I commit him. But yet last, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duty.
Let your study be to content your lord who hath received you.
Time shall unfold what plighted cunning hides. Who covers faults at last with shame derides. Well may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
You see how full of changes his age is. He always loved our sister most.
'Tis the infirmity of his age. We shall further think of it.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thine laws my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why, bastard? Wherefore base? Legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow. I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
Why so earnestly seek you to put up your letter? What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
No. What needed then that terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? The quality of nothing hath not such need to hide itself. Let's see. Come, if it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother. I find it not fit for your o'erlooking.
Give me the letter, sir. I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of aged tyranny. If our father would sleep till I waked him, you should enjoy half his revenue forever and live the beloved of your brother, Edgar? Conspiracy. Sleep till I waked him? Enjoy half his revenue? My son Edgar, had he a hand to write this? When came you to this? Who brought it?
I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
You know the character to be your brother's.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart's not in the contents. I have heard him oft maintain it to be fit that sons at perfect age and fathers declined, the father should be as ward to the son, and the son manage his revenue.
Villain. Villain! His very opinion in the letter.
I will seek him, sir, presently.
Love cools. Friendship falls off. Brothers divide. The bond cracked twixt son and father. There's son against father, there's father against child. We have seen the best of our times.
This is the excellent foppery of the world. That when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeits of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun and moon and stars, as if we are villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. I should have been that I am, had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing.
How now, Brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
Come, come. When saw you my father last? Parted you in good terms? Found you no displeasure in him?
None at all.
Bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him, and at my entreaty forbear his presence till some little time hath qualified the heat of his displeasure, which at this instant so rageth in him that with the mischief of your person it would scarcely allay.
Oh, some villain hath done me wrong.
That is my fear. I pray you have a continent forbearance till the speed of his rage goes slower, and as I say, retire with me to my lodging, from whence I will fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. If you do stir abroad, go armed.
Armed, brother?
I advise you to the best. I have told you what I have seen and heard. I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother noble, whose nature is so far from doing harms that he suspects none, on whose foolish honesty my practices ride easy. I see the business. Let me, if not by birth, have lands by wit. All with me is meet that I can fashion fit.
Did my father strike my gentleman for chiding of his fool?
Aye, madam.
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other. I will not speak with him. Say I am sick.
Dinner, get it ready.
He's coming, madam. I hear him.
Put on what weary negligence you please. If he distaste it, let him to my sister.
Dinner, ho ho, dinner.
Remember what I have said.
Well, madam.
Now banished, Kent. If thou canst serve where thou dost stand condemned, so may it come. Thy master, whom thou lovest, shall find thee full of labors. Full of labors. Full of labors.
What wouldst thou?
Sirs,
Who wouldst thou serve?
you.
Dost thou know me?
No, sir. But you have that in your countenance that I would fain call master.
Ha! What's that?
Authority.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me. Where's my knave? My fool? Oh, you, Sarah. Where's my daughter?
So please you.
So please you? What says the fellow there? Where's my fool? I think the world's asleep. How now?
Says my lord, your daughter is not well. He answered me in the roundest manner. To my judgment, your highness, he has not entertained with that ceremonious affection as you were wont.
I will look further into it, but where's my fool?
Since my young ladies are going into France, sir, the fool hath much pined away.
No more of that. I have noted it well. Go you, and tell my daughter I would speak with her. Oh, you, sir, you, come you hither, sir. Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
My lady's father, my lord's knave, you slave, you cur. You bandy looks with me, you rascal!
I'll not be stricken, my lord!
Nor neither! Ha! You base football player!
I thank thee, fellow, thou servest me, and I'll love thee! Ha ha! How now, my pretty knave? How dost thou?
Sarah, you were best to take my coxcomb.
Why, my boy?
Why? Why this fellow has banished 2 aunts' daughters, and did the third a blessing against his will. If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. Would I have 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters?
Take heed, Sarah, the whip.
Sarah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, nuncle. Have more than thou showest. Speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest. Learn more than thou trowest. And thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
Why, no, boy, nothing can be made out of nothing. A bitter fool.
Nuncle, give me an egg, and I'll give thee 2 crowns.
What 2 crowns shall they be?
Why, after I have cut the egg in the middle, and eat up the meat, the 2 crowns of the egg, when thou clovest thy crowns in the middle, and gavest away both parts. Prithee, nuncle, keep a schoolmaster that can teach thy fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
And you lie, Sarah. We'll have you whipped.
I marvel. What kin thou and thy daughters are? They'll have me whipped for speaking true. Thou'lt have me whipped for lying. And sometimes I am whipped for holding my peace. I had rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet, I would not be thee, nuncle. Thou hast pared thy wit of both sides and left nothing in the middle. Here comes one of the pairings. You.
How now? Daughter, you are too much of late in the frown.
Thou wast a pretty fellow, and thou hadst no need to care for her frowning. Now thou art an O without a figure. I am better than thou art now. I am a fool. Thou art nothing!
Not only, sir, this, your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, breaking forth in rank, and not to be endured, riots. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoke and done, that you protect this course, and put it on by your allowance.
Are you our daughter? Does any here know me? This is not Lear. Does Lear walk thus, speak thus? Where are his eyes? Who is it that can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
Lear's shadow. Your name, fair gentlewoman.
This admiration, sir, is much of the savor of other your new pranks. As you are old and reverend, should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this, our court, infected with their manners, makes it more like a tavern or a brothel than a graced palace.
Darkness and devils. Saddle my horses, call my train together, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people, and your disordered rabble makes servants of their betters.
Ingratitude, thou marble-hearted fiend, more hideous when thou show'st thee in a child than the sea monster.
Pray, sir, be patient.
My train are men of choice and rarest parts, that all particulars of duty know, and in the most exact regard support the worships of their name. Oh, most small fault, how ugly didst thou in Cordelia show, which, like an engine, wrenched my frame of nature from the fixed place, drew from my heart all love, and added to the gall. O Lear, 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 beat at this gate that let thy folly in and thy dear judgment out. Go, go, my people, hear nature, hear dear goddess, here suspend thy purpose. If thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful, into her womb convey sterility, dry up in her the organs of increase, and from her derogate body never spring a babe to honor her. If she must teem, create her child of spleen, that it may live and be a thwart, disnatured torment to her. Let it stamp wrinkles in her brow of youth, with cadent tears fretch channels in her cheeks, turn all her mother's pains and benefits to laughter and content, that she may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away, away.
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know more of it, but let his disposition have that scope as dotage gives it.
Life and death, I am ashamed that thou hast power to shake my manhood thus, that these hot tears which break from me perforce should make thee worth them, old fond eyes. Be weak this cause again, I'll pluck ye out. I have another daughter, who I am sure is kind and comfortable. When she shall hear this of thee, with her nails she'll flay thy wolvish visage. Thou shalt find that I'll resume the shape which thou dost think I have cast off forever.
Do you mark that?
Nuncle Lear, Nuncle Lear, tarry, take the fool with thee. A fox, when one has caught her, and such a daughter. So the fool follows after.
100 knights. What he hath uttered I have writ my sister. If she sustain him and his 100 knights, when I have shown thee unfitness.
Go you before to Regan with these letters.
I'll not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letter.
How now, Oswald? What, have you writ that letter to my sister? Oh, inform her full of my particular fear.
I can tell what I can tell.
What can't tell, boy?
Thou canst tell why one's nose stands in the middle on's face.
No.
Why, to keep one's eyes of either side's nose.
I did her wrong.
I can tell why a snail has a house.
Why?
Why, to put's head in, not to give it away to his daughters.
Monster. Ingratitude.
If thou wert my fool, nuncle, I'd have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
How's that?
Thou shouldst not have been old till thou hadst been wise.
Oh, let me not be mad. Not mad. Sweet heaven, keep me in temper. I would not be mad. Come, boy.
Brother, a word. Descend. Brother, I say, my father watches. Oh, sir, fly this place. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He is coming hither, now, in the night, in the haste, and Regan with him. Have you nothing said upon his part against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself.
I'm sure on it, not a word.
Oh, I hear my father coming. Pardon me, in cunning I must draw my sword upon you. Fly, brother! Torches! Torches! So farewell! Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion of my more fierce endeavor. I have seen drunkards do more than this in sport. Father! Father! Stop! Stop! No! No!
Edmund! Where's the villain?
Here stood he in the dark, his sharp sword out, mumbling of wicked charms, conjuring the moon to stand's auspicious mistress.
But where is he?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Fed this way, sir. When by no means he
Pursue him! Go! Go after!
By no means what? By no means he could persuade me to the murder of your lordship. But that I told him, the revenging gods against patricides did all the thunder bend. With his prepared sword charges home my unprovided body, lanced mine arm, full suddenly he fled.
Hark! The Duke's trumpets! I know not where he comes. All ports I'll bar. The villain shall not escape.
What? Did my father's godson seek your life? Oh, he whom my father named, your Edgar.
Oh, lady, shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with the riotous knights that tended upon my father?
Yes, madam. He was of that consort.
'Tis they have put him on the old man's death. Oh, our father he hath writ, so hath our sister, of differences which I best thought it fit to answer from our home. The several messengers from hence attend dispatch. Our good old friend, lay comforts to your bosom, and bestow your needful counsel to our business.
Good dawning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye,
Where may we set our horses?
in the mire.
Why dost thou use me thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
A knave, a rascal, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, a lily-livered. Draw, you rascal, you come with letters against the king. Draw, you rogue.
How now? What's the matter here? Part!
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak! Speak yet! How grew your quarrel? Why art thou angry?
Smile yon my speeches as I were a fool. I'll send you cackling home to Camelot.
What art thou, mad, old fellow? What was the fence you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, to strike me late upon his misconstruction.
Fetch forth the stocks. We'll teach you.
I'm too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king.
This is a fellow of the self-same color our sister speaks of.
I am sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disposition all the world well knows.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hall of the tree escaped the hunt. No port is free, no place. I'll preserve myself, my face I'll grime with filth, blanket my loins. Oh, all my hair in knots. The country gives me proof and president of Bedlam beggars, who with roaring voices enforce their charity. Poor Turley God, poor Tom. Want something yet? Edgar, I nothing am.
'Tis strange that they should so depart from home and not send back my messengers. What's he that hath so much thy place mistook to set thee here?
Both he and she, your son and daughter.
No.
Yes.
No, I say.
I say yea.
By Jupiter, I swear no.
By Juno, I swear I.
They durst not do it. They could not, would not do it. 'Tis worse than murder. To do upon respect such violent outrage, resolve me with all modest haste which way thou mightst deserve, or they impose this usage coming from us.
My lord, when at their home, I did commend your highness letter to them, ere I was risen from the place that showed my duty kneeling, came there a wricking post, paintings forth from Goneril his mistress, salutations, and meeting here the other messenger whose welcome I perceived had poisoned mine.
Oh, how this mother swells up toward my heart. Hysterica passio, down thou climbing sorrow, thy elements below. Where is this daughter?
With the Earl here within.
Follow me not. Stay here.
How chanced the king come with so small a number?
And thou hadst been set in the stocks for that question? Thou'dst well deserved it.
Why, fool?
All that follow their noses are led by their eyes, but blind men, and there's not a nose among 20, but can smell him that's stinking. That sir who serves and seeks for gain, and follows but for form, will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm. That sir who serves and seeks for gain, and follows but for form, will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm.
How learned you this, fool?
Not in the stocks, fool.
Deny to speak with me. They are sick. They are weary. Fetch me a better answer.
My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke, how unremovable and fixed he is in his own course.
Fiery? What quality? Why, Gloucester, I'll speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Informed, then, dost thou understand me, man? The dear father would with his daughter speak, commands her service. Are they informed of this, my breath and blood? Go, tell the Duke and's wife. I'll speak with them now. Presently, bid them come forth and hear me. Oh, me, my heart, my rising heart, but down.
Hail to your grace.
I am glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think you are. If thou shouldst not be glad, I would divorce me from thy mother's tomb. Thy sister is naught, O Regan.
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance she have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
Curses on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Therefore I pray you that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her.
Ask her forgiveness? Do you but mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees I beg that you'll vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never! Regan, she hath abated me of half my train, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue. You nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes, infect her beauty.
So will you wish on me when the rash mood is on.
No, Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Thy tender-hefted nature shall not give thee o'er to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine do comfort and not burn. 'Tis not in thee to bandy hasty words, and to oppose the bolt against my coming in. Thou better know'st the offices of nature, bond of childhood.
What trumpet's that?
I know it, my sisters. This approves her letter that she would soon be here. Is your lady come?
Who comes here? Oh, heavens. If you do love old men, if your sweet sway allow obedience, if you yourselves are old, make it your cause. Send down and take my part. Oh, Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds, and dotage terms so.
How came my man in the stocks?
I set him there, sir.
You! Did you?
I pray you, father, being weak, seems so. You will return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train. Come then to me.
Return to her, and 50 men dismissed? No. Rather I abjure all roofs, and choose to wage against the enmity of the air. I will not trouble thee, my child. Farewell. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan, I and my 100 knights.
I dare avouch it, sir. What 50 followers? Is it not well? What should you need of more, yea, or so many?
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants, or from mine?
If you'll come to me, for now I spy a danger, I entreat you bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give, place or notice.
I gave you all.
And in good time, you gave it.
Made you my guardians, my depositaries. What, must I come to you with 5 and 20, Regan? Said you so?
And speak it again, my lord, no more with me.
Those wicked creatures yet do look well favored when others are more wicked. Not being the worst stands in some rank of praise. I'll go with thee. Thy 50 yet doth double 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord, what need you 5 and 20? 10 or 5 to follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you?
What need 1?
Oh, reason not the need. Our basest Beggars are in the poorest thing, superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life is cheap as beasts. Thou art a lady, if only to go warm were gorgeous. Why, nature needs not what thou gorgeous wearest, which scarcely keeps thee warm, but for true need. You heavens, give me that patience, patience I need. You see me here, you gods, a poor old man, as full of grief as age, wretched in both. If it be you that stirs these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not so much to bear it tamely. Touch me with noble anger, and let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. No, you unnatural hags! I will have such revenges on you both, that all the world shall... I will do such things. What they are yet, I know not, but they shall be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? No, I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep. Oh, fool! I shall go mad.
Come, let us withdraw. It will be a storm.
For his particular, I'll receive him gladly, but not one follower.
So am I, purpose. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow the old man forth. He is returned.
The king is in a high rage!
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Oh, sir! To willful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters. Shut up your doors.
Shut up your doors, my lord. 'Tis a wild night. My Regan counsels well. Come out with a storm.
I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man. I will say nothing.
Oh, I see you here. Man's nature cannot carry the affliction nor the force.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful putter o'er our heads find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch, thou perjured and thou simular of virtue that art incestuous. Cry these dreadful summoners grace. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Alack! Bareheaded! Gracious, my lord, hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will it lend you against the tempest. Repose you there. I to this hard house, more harder than the stones whereof 'tis raised, which even but now, demanding after you, denied me to come in. Return and enforce their scanted courtesy.
My wits begin to turn. Come on, my boy. Thou dost, my boy, art cold, poor fool and knave. I have one card in my heart, and sorry yet for thee.
He that has and a little tiny wit, with a hay and a hoe, the wind and the rain, must make content with his fortune's fit, till the rain it raineth every day. I'll speak a prophecy ere I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when every case in law is right, no squire in debt nor no poor knight, then shall the realm of Albion come to great confusion. This prophecy Merlin shall make, for I live before his time.
Alack! Alack! Edmund! I like not this unnatural dealing. When I desired their leave that I might pity him, they took from me the use of mine own house, charged me on pain of perpetual displeasure, neither to speak of him, entreat for him, or any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Go to. Say you nothing. There is division between the dukes, and a worse matter than that. I have received a letter this evening. 'Tis dangerous to be spoken. The injuries the king now bears will be revenged. The king, my old master, must be relieved.
This courtesy forbid thee shall the Duke instantly know, and of that letter too. This seems a fair deserving, and must draw me that which my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises as the old doth fall.
Good my lord, enter!
Thou think'st 'tis much that this contentious storm invades us to the skin, so 'tis to thee. But where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser is scarce felt. The tempest in my mind doth from my senses take all feeling else, save what beats there, filial ingratitude, in such a night to shut me out. Oh, Regan Goneril, your old kind father, whose frank heart gave all that way madness lies. Let me shun that, no more of that.
Good my lord, enter here!
Let me go in thyself, seek thine own ease. In, boy, go first, you houseless poverty. Nay, get thee in, I'll pray, and then I'll sleep. Poor naked wretches, wheresoe'er you are, that bide the pelting of this pitiless storm, how shall your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness defend you from seasons such as these. Oh, I have ta'en too little care of this. Take physic, pomp. Expose thyself to feel what wretches feel, that thou mayst shake the superflux to them and show the heavens more just.
Fathom and a half, poor Tom!
Give me thy hand, who's there?
A spirit, he says his name's poor Tom.
Away! Foul fiend follows me. Through the sharp hawthorn blows the wind.
Didst thou give all to thy daughters, and art thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom? Tom's a cold. Do poor Tom some charity. Whom the foul fiend vexes, there I can have him now, and there again, and oh, there!
As his daughters brought to this pass, couldst thou save nothing? Wouldst thou give them all?
He hath no daughter, sir!
Death, traitor! Nothing could have subdued nature to such a lowness but his unkind daughters. Is it the fashion that discarded fathers should have thus little mercy on their flesh? Judicious punishment, 'twas this flesh begot those pelican daughters.
This cold night will turn us all into fools and madmen.
Take heed of the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Tom's a cold.
Is man no more than this? Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more but such a poor, bare, forked animal as thou art. Off, you lendings! Come, unbutton here!
Prithee, uncle, be contented. 'Tis a naughty night to swim in.
This is the foul Liberty Gibbet!
Liberty Gibbet!
And all you that your name! Poor Tom! Poor Tom's a cold!
Oh, go in with me! My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughters' hard commands!
And portion him to go once more, my lord! His wits begin to unsettle!
Canst thou blame him? His daughters seek his death! Oh, the good Kent, he knew it would be thus, poor banished man. Thou sayest the king grows mad. I'll tell thee, friend, I am almost mad myself. The grief hath crazed my wits. Oh, what a night this!
Oh, Tom's a cold!
In, fellow, there! Into the hovel! Keep thee warm!
Let's in! Oh!
This way, my lord!
The child rolling to the dark tower came. His word was still by foe and fum. I smell the blood of a British man by foe, fum. Which approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh heavens, that this treason were not or not I the detector.
True or false, it hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
If I find him comforting the king, it will stuff his suspicion more fully. I will persevere in my course of loyalty, though the conflict be sore between that and my blood.
I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dear father in my love.
It shall be done. I will arraign them straight, thou roped man of justice. take thy place, and thou, his yoke fellow of equity, bench by his side. You are of the commission, sit you too. Arraign her first, 'tis Goneril. I here take my oath before this honorable assembly, kicked the poor king, her father.
Come hither, mistress, is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it. And here's another whose warped looks proclaim what store her heart is made on. Stop her there! Arms! Arms! Sword! Fire! Corruption in the place! False justicer! Why hast thou let her escape?
Bless thy 5 wits!
Pity, sir! Where's the patience now that you so oft have boosted to retain?
Oh, my tears will begin to take us part so much, they'll mar my counterfeiting.
Then let them anatomize Regan. See what breathes about her heart. Is there any cause in nature that makes these hard hearts?
Good my lord, lie here a while.
Make no noise. Make no noise. Draw the curtains. So. We'll go to supper in the morning.
And I'll go to bed at noon.
I have o'erheard a plot of death upon him. Take up the king and follow me, that will to some provision give thee quick conduct.
Post speedily is my lord, your husband. Give him this letter. The army of France is landed. Seek out the traitor Gloucester. Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. Edmund, farewell. Who's there? The traitor?
Ingrateful fox, 'tis he.
Do me no foul play, friend.
Find him, I say.
Hard. Oh, filthy traitor.
Ah, unmerciful lady as you are, I am none. 'Tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white, and such a traitor.
What letters had you late from France?
Be simple answered, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you with the traitors late-footed in the kingdom?
To whose hands you have sent the lunatic king, speak.
I have a letter, guessingly set down from one that's of a neutral heart, not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see his poor old eyes plucked out, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs.
See it shalt thou never. Fellows, hold the chair. On these eyes of thine I'll set my foot.
He that will think to live till he be old, give me some help! Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
Lest it see more, prevent it! Out, vile jelly! Where is thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless! Oh, dear Edmund! Edmund, enkindle all the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act!
Out, treacherous villain! Thou call'st on him that hates thee. It was he that made the overture of thy treasons to us, who is too good to pity thee.
Oh, my follies! Then Edgar was abused! Oh, kind gods, forgive me that and prosper him!
Go thrust him out of gates.
and let him smell his way to Dover.
Turn out that eyeless villain, and throw this slave upon the dunghill. Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm.
Yet better thus, known to be contemned, than still contemned and louder to be the worst. The lowest and most dejected thing of fortune stands still in esperance and lives not in fear. But who comes here? My father poorly led.
You cannot see your way.
I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Oh, dear son, Edgar, might I but see thee in my touch, I'll say I had eyes again.
Oh, gods, who is it can say that I am the worst? I am the worst than e'er I was. And worse I may yet be, the worst is not, as long as we can say this is the worst.
Is it a beggar man?
Madman, and beggar too.
He has some reason, else he could not beg. Aye, the last night's storm I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, and yet my mind was then scarce friends with him. I have heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport. 'Tis time's plague, when madmen lead the blind. Come hither, fellow.
Bless thy sweet eyes, they bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
Bless thee, good men, son from the foul fiends. 5 fiends have been in poor Tom at once.
Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me to the very brim of it. From that place I shall no leading need.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Decline your head. This kiss, if it durst speak, would stretch thy spirits up into the air.
Yours in the ranks of death.
You! Are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face.
Milk-livered man.
Oh, my good lord, the Duke of Cornwall's dead, slain by his servant going to put out the other eye of Gloucester. This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. It's from your sister.
One way I like this well, but being widow, and my Gloucester with her, I'll read and answer.
Why should she write to Edmund? Let me unseal the letter. I know your lady does not love her husband. I am sure of that. And at her late being here, she gave strange weads and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom. I speak in understanding. You are, I know it. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for my hand. If you do find him, pray you give him this. If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off.
Mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud, crowned with rank fenitar and furrow weeds, hardocks, hemlocks, nettles, cuckoo flowers, darnel, and all the idle weeds that grow in our sustaining corn.
Your sister's powers are marching hitherward! Your sister's powers are marching hitherward!
My sister's powers are marching hitherward. 'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father.
Wandering in this place as in a wilderness, as in a wilderness, as in a wilderness. No comfort have I, nor yet assurance. Desolate of joy, desolate of joy, desolate of joy, desolate of joy, replete with sadness. Wherefore I may say, O Deus, Deus, non est dolor, sicut dolor
When shall I come to the top of that same hill?
You do climb up it now. Look how we labor.
Oh, methinks the ground is even.
Oh, the horrible steep. Hark. Do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why, then your other senses grow imperfect. By your eyes anguish.
So may it be indeed.
Oh, come here, sir. Oh, here's the place. Stand still. Oh, how fearful and dizzy it is to cast one's eyes so low. The murmuring surge, that on the unnumbered idle pebble chase cannot be heard so high. I'll look no more.
Set me where you stand.
Come here, sir. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge.
Let go of my hand. Go thou further off, bid me farewell. Let me hear you going.
Gone, sir, farewell.
With all my heart.
Why, I do trifle thus with his despair. It's done to cure it.
Oh, mighty gods, this world I do renounce. If Edgar live, oh, bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well.
Gone, sir, farewell. Oh, what are you, sir?
Away and let me die.
Thy life's a miracle, speak again.
But have I fallen or no?
dread summit of this chalky bourne, look up a height. The shield-gorged lark so far cannot be seen or heard. Adieu, but look up.
Lack, I have no eyes.
Give me your arm. Up so. How does it feel, you, your legs? Stand, you stand.
Oh, too well. Too well.
This is above all strangeness. From the crown of the cliff, what was that thing which parted from you?
A poor unfortunate beggar man.
As I stood here below, methought his eyes were 2 full moons. He had 1,000 noses. It was a fiend.
I do remember well that thing you speak of. Often I took it to be a man. Often 'twould say, the fiend, the fiend. He led me to this place.
Bear free, impatient thoughts.
Wandering in this place
who comes
as
here?
in a wilderness. A wilderness, a wilderness, a wilderness. No! They cannot touch me for crying. I am the king himself.
Oh, thou side-piercing sigh.
Nature is above art in that respect. Look! Look! A mouse. Well flown bird, give the word.
Sweet marjoram!
Sweet marjoram.
I know that voice.
Goneril with a white beard. They flattered me like a dog and told me I had the white hairs in my beard ere the black ones were there. When the rain came to wet me and the wind to make me chatter, when the thunder would not peace at my bidding, they told me I was everything.
The trick to that voice, I do well remember, is not the king.
I, every inch a king. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes. There's money for thee.
Let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Oh, ruined piece of nature. This great world shall so wear out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Dost thou squinny at me? No. Do thy worst, blind Cupid. I'll not love. Yet you see how this world goes.
I see feelingly.
What a man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Look with thine ears. See how yon justice rails upon yon simple thief. Hark in thine ear, change places, and handy-dandy, which is the justice, which is the thief? Thou hast seen a farmer's dog bark at a beggar, and the creature run from the cur? There thou mightst behold the great image of authority. A dog's obeyed in office. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not. Now, pull off my boots. Harder. So!
Oh, matter and impertinency mixed, reason and madness.
If thou wilt weep my fortunes, take my eyes. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Thou must be patient. We came crying hither. Thou know'st the first time that we smell the air, we wail and cry, I will preach to thee. Mark.
Alack the day.
When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools.
Oh, here he is! Lay hand upon him, sir! Your most dear daughter.
No! Rescue! What a prisoner! I'm even a natural fool of fortune. Use me well. You shall have ransom. Let me have surgeons. I am cut to the brains.
You shall have anything.
Why, this would make a man of salt, to use his eyes for garden water pots. I'm a king, masters. Know you that?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Do you hear aught, sir, of a battle toward?
Everyone hears that, which can distinguish sound.
How near's the other army?
Near, and on speedy foot.
Now, what are you, sir?
A most poor man, made tame to the fortune's blows. I'll lead you to some biting.
Oh, hearty thanks. Wherefore, bold peasant, durst thou support it for this traitor? Hence! Let go, slave, without diest!
Nay! Come not near the old man.
Slave, thou hast slain me. Villain, take my purse! Bring the letters thou findest about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Find him about the English party. Oh, untimely death. Death.
I know thee well, a serviceable villain. Your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril. Oh, indistinguished space of woman's will, a plot upon her virtuous husband's life. For off methinks I hear the beaten drum. Come, father, I'll bestow you as a friend.
O thou good pen, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life would be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is overpaid. All my reports go with modest truth.
How does the king?
Madam sleeps still. Be my good madam, when you do awake him, I doubt of his temperance.
Oh, my dear father, restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Is this a face to be opposed against the jarring winds? Just wonder that thy life and wits at once have not concluded all. He wakes. Speak to him.
Madam, do you, 'tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still, far, far wide.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight? I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear. These are my hands. Let's see. I feel this pinprick. Would I were assured of my condition.
Look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction o'er me. You must not kneel.
Pray do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man, 80 and upwards, not an hour more nor less, and to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and know this man, yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant what place this is, nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, for as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am.
Be your tears wet? Yes, faith. I pray weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is filled with him. Desire him to go in.
Please, your highness, walk.
You must bear with me. Pray you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me but truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
Aye. Honored love.
Oh, I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not.
Our very loving sister, well be met. Sir, this I heard, the king is come to his daughter.
Combined together against the enemy.
Before you fight the battle, ope this letter. I can produce a champion which will prove what is about there. Fortune loves you, one time shall serve. Let the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love, each jealous of the other as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow exasperates, makes mad her sister Goneril, and hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being alive. For his mercy, which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle done, and they within our power, shall never see his part.
Here, father, take to the shadow of this tree. Give me thy hand away! King Lear hath lost. He and his daughter ta'en. Give me thy hand, come on!
No further, sir! A man may rot even here!
What an ill thoughts again! Men must endure their going hence, even as they're coming hither. Brightness is all, come on!
And that's true, too.
Some officers, take them away.
Oh, we are not the first. With best meaning have incurred the worst. For the oppressed king I am cast down. Myself could else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, come. Let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in the cage. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. So we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies and hear poor rogues talk of court news, and we'll talk with them too, who loses and who wins, who's in, who's out, and take upon the mystery of things as if we were God's spies, and we'll wear out in a walled prison packs and sets of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. Come!
Come hither, Captain. Hark. Take thou this note. Go follow them to prison. 1 step I have advanced thee. If thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortunes.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
He led our powers, bore the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony. Dispose of them. Of me, the walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy him?
Stay yet. Hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thine attaint, this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I bar it in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bans. If you will marry, make your loves to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art armed, Gloucester. Let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll make it on thy heart.
Sick. Oh, sick.
If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
There's my exchange. Whatever he is that names me traitor, villain-like he lies. Call by the trumpet.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent. Come forth, heralds, and read out this.
If any man of quality or degree within the lists of the army will maintain upon Edmund, the supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the third sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defense. Again. Again.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears upon this call of the trumpet.
What are you? Your name? Your quality? And why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost, yet I am noble as the adversary.
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester? Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw thy sword. Thou art a traitor, false by thy gods, thy brother, and thy father!
Back to a Toffee's treason to thy head!
This is practice, Gloucester!
Shut your mouth, dame, or with this paper will I stop it. Ah! No tearing, lady, I perceive you know it.
Say if I do, the laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous! Oh, knowest thou this paper? Ask me not what I know. What you have charged me with, well, that I have done, and more, much more. The time shall bring it out. 'Tis past, and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son. The dark and vicious place where thee he got cost him his eyes.
Thou hast spoken right. 'Tis true. The wheel is come full circle. I am here. Where have you hid yourself? How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. Met I my father with his bleeding rings, led him, begged for him, and saved him from despair. Never all fault revealed myself unto him until some half hour past asked his blessing. But alack, his flawed heart twixt two extremes of passion, joy, and grief, burst smilingly.
This speech of yours hath moved me, and shall perchance do good. I pant for life. Some good I mean to do, despite mine own nature. Quickly send, be brief in it, to the castle, for my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelius. Nay, send in time! Run! Run! Oh, run!
Oh, she's dead! Good lady, sir! Good lady! And her sister by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant. This judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble touches us not with pity. Oh, is this he?
I am come to bid my king and master a good night.
She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. She's dead as earth. Lend me a looking glass. If that her breath will mist or stain the stone, why then she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that horror fall and cease?
This feather stirs, she lives. If it be so, it is a chance which does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt.
Oh, my good master.
Prithee away, I might have saved her. Now, she's gone forever. Cordelia? Cordelia, stay a little, huh? What is thou sayest? Her voice was ever soft, gentle, and low. An excellent thing in woman. Who are you? Mine eyes are not of the best, I'll tell you straight. This is a dull sight. Are you not Kent?
The same, your servant Kent. Your eldest daughters have fordone themselves. Edmund is dead, my lord.
That's but a trifle here. You, lords and noble friends, know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us, we will resign during the life of this old majesty to him, our absolute power. Oh, see, see.
And my poor fool is hanged. No, no, no life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life? And thou, no breath at all? Thou'lt come no more, never, 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 never. Pray you undo this button. Thank you, sir. Do you see this? Look on her, look. Her lips, look there, look there. Oh.
He faints. My lord, my lord.
That's not his ghost. Oh, let him pass. He hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
Oh, he is gone indeed.
The wonder is he hath endured so long. He but usurped his life.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you, twain, rule in this realm, and the gourd state sustain.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me, I must not say no.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The old and half-born most, we that are young, shall never live to see so much, or live so long.
car is there.
Okay.
So you turn right and then that comes that and then turn left, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.